All right, all praises to the Lord of Spirits in the name of the elect one. Kahala Yahweh Lahaka, Yahweh Ka, Bashem Mashak Yahushua. God of my master, Mashak Yahushua, Yahweh Lanawa, Yahweh Ka. Today is going to be a little quick lesson slash precept or verse, which pretty much it's going to be it's going to be pretty much this is going to be going into Dragon Ball Z, man. All right, I'm gonna reference a scripture. Okay, dealing with spiritual power. All right, which I'm going to play a clip from off of Dragon Ball Z. I'm not gonna have a video on the screen because obviously this is my laptop that I don't do screen recording on. But pretty much this is going to be going into how Yahushua had not Ultra Instinct, but he had instant transmission, which he definitely got Ultra Instinct. You know what I'm saying? Like if you watch Dragon Ball Super or whatnot. But Yahushua Hamashiach, he had he knew how to do instant transmission. All right, and I'm gonna show that Hamashiach Yahushua knew instant transmission. All right, which goes into those angelic bodies, because the angels, they can do instant transmission, which this is what instant transmission is. I'm gonna let y'all hear it, and Goku's gonna let you know what instant transmission is. This is after his battle from with Piccolo on Planet Namek, and he finally got back home and met Future Trunks. So I'm gonna let it play.
Could have been there in seconds.
See, he's gonna tell you what instant transmission is.
I was about to make my move, but then you came along.
And just how were you going to make a move when you were 2 hours away in space?
Well, thanks to a technique I learned, I could have been there in seconds.
He said he was 2 hours away in space. How was you going to make it to where you're supposed to go? He said, well, thanks to a technique I learned, I could have been there in seconds. Right? So this technique that Goku's referring to is spiritual.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's called instant transmission.
You heard? Instant transmission.
Well, thanks to a technique
Let's play it again.
Here, I was about...
landed and you weren't around, I had to step in. I didn't think you'd make it.
Yeah, his ship was a lot faster than mine, and he gained 2 hours on me. I knew he was going to hurt the people here. I was about to make my move, but then you came along.
And just how were you going to make a move?
Right, he's talking about Frieza trying to get back to Goku's planet or whatnot, so he can destroy the planet after they fought on Namek.
2 hours away in space.
Well, thanks.
And just how were you going to make a move when you were 2 hours away in space?
How was he going to make a move when he was 2 hours away in space, right? Because that's what the angels can do. They could be shit. They can come down from heaven and they hit instant transmission, man, and go wherever the hell they want and manifest and turn into take on a human likeness, man. All right, did not Paul did that? I mean, did not Paul speak about the angels coming down and the likeness of man and then being able to what's the instant transmission called? It's pretty much when you're able to dematerialize, all right, and materialize, and turn into form. This is Hebrews 13. 2, be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unaware. Right? Because angels can materialize and dematerialize. All right, let's get that, and I'm going to get the one with Samson's pops, Manoah. All right, he had seen an angel, and the angel used instant transmission to go back to heaven. All right, that's what, if you would compare it to Dragon Ball Z, that's what he was doing. Okay. All right. Let's let Goku finish telling you what instant transmission is, Slocky.
Well, thanks to a technique I learned, I could have been there in seconds.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's called instant transmission.
You mean time travel?
No, you dematerialize and travel as a mass of light.
See that? He said you dematerialize and you travel as a mass of light, meaning you're traveling in the spirit you're able to dematerialize. All right, that's why I said Hamashiach Yahushua had instant transmission.
Be surprised how much ground you can cover going 186,000 miles per second.
No kidding? I had no idea that you had that ability.
Yeah, the people on Yardrat taught it to me. They weren't very strong, but they knew some amazing...
And notice, while Goku was saying this, he has an actual body and he's able to dematerialize. That goes into Hamashiach Yahushua. He had an actual body and he was able to dematerialize. Let him play that one more time.
When you were 2 hours away in space.
Well, thanks to a technique I learned, I could have been there in seconds.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's called instant transmission.
You mean time travel?
No, you dematerialize and travel as a mass of light. You'd be surprised.
Man, that's deep for real. He said you dematerialize, man. He was planets away, man. Pretty much saying he was in another heaven. All right. Not saying he would literally, but like, as far as this cartoon is illustrated, yeah, you know, it said he was 2 hours away. He can dematerialize and appear there, man. Let him tell you one more time. Play it from the top.
Thanks, man.
Hey, no problem. But shoot, I should be thanking you for beating Frieza. I had a chance to finish him, but I was only fooling myself, thinking that he might change.
Not him. He was out of control and you were supposed to stop him. But when he landed and you weren't around, I had to step in. I didn't think you'd make it.
Yeah, his ship was a lot faster than mine and he gained 2 hours on me. I knew he was going to hurt the people here. I was about to make my move, but then you came along.
And just how were you going to make a move when you were 2 hours away in space?
Well, thanks to a technique I learned.
See, he said he was 2 hours away in space. How the hell is you gonna get there? Let's see what Goku say.
I could have been there in seconds.
Are you serious?
He could have been there in seconds, man. And that's what the angels can do. They can appear on site, man. Oh, it's lucky.
You were 2 hours away in space.
Well, thanks to a technique I learned, I could have been there in seconds.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's called instant transmission.
You mean time travel?
No, you dematerialize and travel as a mass of light. You'd be surprised how much...
See that? You dematerialize. All right. Let's look up this word dematerialize. Dematerialize. Become free of physical substance. All right, that's the angelic light right bodies right there. Okay. To disappear or cease to be physically present through some imagined technological process. All right, dematerialize. To cause to become or appear immaterial. Okay. Disappear without a trace. To cease to have material existence. Okay. To become free of physical substance. All right. Which it goes into being able to appear and disappear, man. All right. To become free of physical substance. You're not bound by this physical world. Okay. You can dematerialize in spirit. To become or appear immaterial. This is from Merriam-Webster.com. Synonymous with to vanish, right? To dissolve, to disappear, to materialize. Or it's anonymous with appear. Okay. So it means to evaporate. The power to disappear, man. Okay, that's dematerializing. Hamashiach Yahushua had that power. Okay, second, to cease to have material existence, right? Your physical body. And as in science fiction or spiritualism, to disappear without a trace, vanish, right? Materialize. It says dematerialize. That means to disappear. Now let's see what materialize means. It means to appear, become actual or real, to assume material or bodily form. All right, this is from dictionary.com. Okay, so he can take on a bodily form, and he can disappear in a spiritual form. All right. And that's the type of body Hamashiach Yahushua had when he rose from the dead. It says to make physically perceptible, cause a spirit or the like to appear in bodily form. All right, so he can come in bodily form. That's what Goku was speaking about with instant transmission, where you can disappear and appear at will.
But then you came along.
And just how were you going to make a move when you were 2 hours away in space?
Well, thanks to a technique I learned, I could have been there in seconds.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's called instant transmission.
See, it's called instant transmission.
You mean time travel?
No,
It's not time travel.
you dematerialize.
You dematerialize. All right. Well, I just read materialize means to appear or take on bodily form. But he said you dematerialize, meaning your bodily form vanishes and disappears. All right. That's why he was able to, walk through walls and stuff like that. Which that goes into the gospel. I'm going to get that in a minute.
And travel as a mass of light. You'd be surprised how much ground you can cover going 186,000 miles per second.
No kidding? I had no idea that you had that ability.
Yeah, the people on Yardrat taught it to me. They weren't very strong, but they knew some amazing techniques. And I think they liked me because I could eat as much as they could.
Man, what a bummer.
Huh?
If I had known that you didn't need my help with Frieza.
All right, so that's the point. I'm going to play it one more time.
It's called instant transmission.
You mean time travel?
No, you dematerialize and travel as a mass of light.
All right, so he tell you dematerialize. And you're able to travel once you're dematerialized. Dematerialize. Let's see what a dematerialize mean again. You have dematerialize. Well, these are two words. Lose material character. It's talking about your body. All right, disappear. All right, let's see what they got. To cease to have material existence, as in science fiction or spiritualism. To disappear, right? So he's able to disappear and appear. All right, instant transmission, when you're able to disappear. All right. Ooh, let's get that one scripture I just thought about. Let's get the one with when he first come out, resurrection. This is John chapter 20, verse 17. Yahushua saith unto her, touch me not, for I am not yet ascended to my Father, but go to my brethren and say unto them, I ascend unto my Father and your Father, and to my God and your God. Mary Magdalene came and told the disciples that she had seen the Lord, and that he had spoken these things unto her. Then it says, then the same day at evening. So it's that same day, right? Now it's starting to be evening, right? It's going into a new day, right? But now it's evening. Being the first day of the week, right? At evening, right? When the doors were shut. It said the doors were shut, man. Where the disciples were assembled for the fear of the Jews. So you had Israelites inside some place, right? And it said the doors were shut. This is where the disciples was gathering at, right? The house or whatnot. And it said the doors was closed, man. It says where the when the doors were shut, where the disciples were assembled for fear of the Jews, came Yahushai. It says came Yahushai and stood in the midst of them. So the doors was shut, and he materialized out of thin air and made himself materialize, meaning to take on bodily form. Okay, because dematerialize means to disappear, but to materialize, I said to dematerialize means to disappear, but to materialize, that means to take on a bodily form, right? Dematerialize, to disappear without trace, right? So he was already doing instant transmission, and he just out of thin air appeared in the room when the doors were shut. He didn't walk inside the place with the Jews. He just stood there out of nowhere. That means he made his body materialize. He took on a human like nature right then and there. Okay, let's get the word materialize. Materialize, to come into perceptible existence, and that's what he did when those doors were shut. It says to appear, become actual or real, right? To assume material or bodily form, right? The doors was closing out of nowhere. He wasn't in that house with them. He just took on a bodily form and just appeared. That's why they was bugged out, like they seen a spirit. Okay. What it says, to make physically perceptible, cause a spirit or the like to appear in bodily form. This is from dictionary.com. So he used instant transmission and materialized, and the doors was closed, man. John 20:19. Then the same day evening, being the first day of the week, when the doors were shut, man, the doors were shut, where the disciples were assembled for the fear of the Jews. It says, came Yahushai and stood in the midst and saith unto them, peace be unto you. And when he had said so, he showed unto them his hands and his side. Then were the disciples glad when they saw the Lord. Then said Yahushua to them again, peace be unto you. As my Father have sent me, even so send I you. And when he had said this, he breathed on them and saith unto him, receive ye the Holy Spirit. Whosoever sins ye remit, they are remitted unto them, and whosoever sins are retained, they are retained. But Thomas, one of the 12, called I don't know how they say it, Didymus was not with them when Yahushua came. So when Yahushua pulled up on them, they say Thomas wasn't there, right? Which they have this word Didymus.
Strong's G 1324.
Didymus, which means twin. It can mean twin, and also can mean twofold. All right, Didymus, right? That was his Greek Hellenized name. All right, his Gentile slave name. All right, because they had slave names back then, just like we got slave names today. A lot of guys can't seem to understand that concept. It says, called Didymus was not with them when Yahushua came. The other disciples therefore said unto him, we have seen the Lord. But he said unto them, except I shall see in his hands the print of the nails, and put my finger into the print of the nails, and thrust my hand into his side, I will not believe. And after 8 days again, his disciples were within. So it said 8 days later, the disciples were within, meaning they was inside a house, right? Inside, the doors were closed. And Thomas was with them. This time Thomas was there. Then came Yahushua, the doors being shut, and stood in the midst and said, peace be unto thee. Right? So the doors was closed, man. It said Thomas was with him this time, man. And the doors was shut. Then it said Yahushua, he stood in the midst and said, peace be unto them. The doors was closed, so how did he get inside there, man? He used instant transmission, all right? And he materialized, which the word materialize means to give material form. It also means to make physically perceptible, cause a spirit or the like to appear in bodily form. And that's what happened. He appeared in bodily form. And Thomas couldn't believe it. Just like you got a lot of Thomases, spiritual Thomases today that wouldn't believe this story. Okay? All right, it says, then saith he to Thomas, reach hither thy finger, and behold my hands, and reach hither thy hands, and thrust it into my side. And be not faithless, but believing. And Thomas answered and said unto him, my Lord and my God. Yahushua saith unto him, Thomas, because thou hast seen me and hast believed, blessed are they that have not seen, and yet believe. And many other signs truly did Yahushua in the presence of his disciples, which are not written in this book. So Yahushua is doing all type of spiritual stuff, man. All right. But these are written that you might believe that Yahushua is the anointed, the son of Yahweh. All right. And believing ye might have life through his name. Right. So he's the son of Yahweh. That's why he said when Thomas called him my God, meaning he's a judge over Thomas, man. The word Elohim means judges. All right. And it's plural. All right. Just like it was plural in Genesis 1:26 when it said, let us make man in our image. Showing you it was more than one. All right. Which they got the order from that one. All right. Yahweh God, the Lord of spirits, Ancient of Days. All right. Which Hamashiach Yahushua is part of the Godhead, the Elohim, or what they call the Elohim, right? Which Elohim, hey, yum at the end of a word make it plural, man. If I say Shalom Akim, I'm saying Shalom brothers. You put yum on the end of something and make it plural, man. All right. Like if I like Shemayim, I know yum at the end make it, plural, heavens. All right. So like the word God is plural, man. All right. So with that, we show that Yahushua had instant transmission. Now let's get an angel using instant transmission. All right, because this is dealing with Samuel's father and mother. All right, this is Judges 13. And that's so mean, because guess what the word materialize mean? All the angels had instant transmission, man. And like I could bring out a testimony on that too, but like I'm not gonna bring that out right now. This is Judges 13. I don't know where I want to start at. All right, this Judges 13 and 9. God hearkened to the voice of Manoah, and an angel of God came again unto the woman as she sat in the field. But Noah, her husband, was not with her. And the woman made haste and ran and showed her husband and said, behold, the man have appeared unto me. Ain't that what materialize means? To appear, to come into perceptible existence, appear, become actual or real. And that's what the angel did. He took on a human form to appear as real. All right, or material lies, right? Which to make physically perceptible, cause a spirit or the like to appear in bodily form. Let's see what else I got. It's like it. All right, it said where we at? The woman made haste and ran and showed her husband, said, behold, the man have appeared unto me as the other day. Right? It said he appeared. All right, which means something you can see. All right, to see, behold. All right. Oh, it's bugged out. And Manoah rose and went after his wife and came to the man and said, Art thou the man that spakest unto my wife? He said, I am. And he said, I am. And Manoah said, Now let thy words come to pass. How shall we order the child? And how shall we do unto him? The angel of Yahweh said to Manoah, Of all that I say unto the woman, let her beware. She may not eat of the thing that cometh of the vine, neither let her drink wine or strong drink. All right, I'm going to go down to verse 15. Manoah said to the angel of Yahweh, I pray thee, let us detain thee until we have made ready a kid for thee. Angel of Yahweh said unto Manoah, Though thou detain me, I will not eat of thy bread. If thou wilt offer a burnt offering, thou must offer it unto the Lord Yahweh. Right? Adonai Yahweh. All right. For Manoah knew not that he was an angel of Yahweh. So he told him, like, if you're going to offer, you're going to make an offering to Yahweh. All right. He didn't know he was an angel of Yahweh. Just like Paul speak about, you can entertain an angel unaware. You don't even know that's an angel, man. All right. Manoah said unto the angel of Yahweh, What is thy name, that thy sayings come to pass, that we may do them? The angel of Yahweh said unto him, Why askest after my name, seeing it is secret? So the angel said his name was secret. So this show you this angel was a hidden one, man. All right. His name wasn't revealed. So Manoah took a kid with a meat offering and offered it upon a rock unto Yahweh. And the angel did wondrously. So it said the angel did wondrously. And Manoah and his wife looked on. And for it came to pass when the flame went up toward heaven from off the altar. So now he's sacrificing, all right, to Yahweh. It said now the fire is going up into the heaven, right? The flame went up to the heaven from where he was sacrificing the altar. And it said the angel of Yahweh answered, ascended in the flame of the altar. So when he ascended, what did he do? It says, and they fell on their faces to the ground. But the angel of Yahweh did no more appear to Manoah and his wife. Then Manoah knew that it was an angel of Yahweh. So clearly, when the fire went up, the angel took on the fire form. All right, he dematerialized and took on his fire form, meaning his spirit. All right, because he dematerialized out of his material form and took on the form of a spirit, which the scriptures tell you he maketh his angels ministers of spirits of minister of fire or something like that. All right, minister of spirit of fire or something like that. Okay. So yeah, he dematerialized. He used instant transmission. The angel used instant transmission and ascended in the flame of the fire. All right. I'm trying to think of another one. See if I got one more. Thinking if I got one more. I was checking. Okay. All right, this is Judges. Let's see what Judges 16 go into. Judges 16 and uh 11. There came an angel of Yahweh and sat under an oak, which was in Ophrah, and pertained unto Joash the Abiezrite, and his son Gideon threshed wheat by the winepress to hide it from the Midianites. And the angel of Yahweh appeared unto him and said unto him, The Lord is with thee, the mighty man of valor. Gideon said unto him, O my Lord, if the Lord be with us, then why is all this befallen us? And where be all his miracles which our fathers told us, saying, Did not the Lord bring us up from Egypt? But now the Lord hath forsaken us and delivered us into the hand of the Midianites. The angel of the Lord looked upon him, saying, Go in this night, and thou shalt save Israel from the hand of the Midianites. All right, so it said the angel of the Lord appeared unto him. All right. All right, so let's keep it going. I'm about to show you the angel of Yahweh using instant transmission. All right, it said, and the angel of God said unto him, take the flesh and the unleavened cakes and lay them upon his rock and pour out the broth. And he did so. Then the angel of Yahweh put forth the end of the staff that was in his hand and touched the flesh and the unleavened cakes, and there rose up fire out of the rock. All right, and consumed the flesh and the unleavened cakes. Then the angel of Yahweh departed out of his sight. He used instant transmission. Okay, to depart out of his sight, meaning he dematerialized. What does dematerialize mean again? Let's get dematerialized. All right, so we clearly see that these angels are using instant transmission, what they call on Dragon Ball Z, to dematerialize. Okay, to cease to have material existence, as in science fiction or spiritualism. To disappear without trace, to vanish. Okay, that's what instant transmission is. Let Goku tell you one more time.
Make a move when you were 2 hours away in space.
Well, thanks to a technique I learned, I could have been there in seconds.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's called instant transmission.
You mean time travel?
No, you dematerialize and travel as a mass of...
See, he said you dematerialize. Look up dematerialize, man. It means to disappear. Let's see what this angel do. This is Judges chapter 6, verse 21. Then the angel of Yahweh put forth the end of his staff that was in his hand, touched the flesh and unleavened cakes, and there rose up out of the rock and consumed the flesh and unleavened cakes. Then the angel of Yahweh departed out of his sight. And when Gideon perceived that he was an angel of Yahweh, Gideon said, alas, O Lord God, for because I have seen an angel of Yahweh face to face. Yahweh said unto him, peace be unto thee, fear not, thou shalt not die. Man, that's really very powerful. Okay, let's get the word for disappear. I want to see what that say. I think, it said the angel of the Lord departed out of his sight. I want to see what that word depart means. Okay, it's the Hebrew word halak, right? Which means to walk, go, to depart, to move. It's like, which it just means to go. You know what I'm saying? He left. He disappeared, man. All right. He walked out of his sight spiritually. Okay. He disappeared. Because the word walk means to go. So I mean he left. Right? It said he departed out of his sight. Okay. And after he departed, that's when he found out he was an angel, man. Okay, he used instant transmission, man. Let's see if I got any more. I'm going to hit you with the Gospels a little bit. All right, this is Luke 1:11, right? It says, and the whole multitude of the people were praying without at the time of incense, and there appeared unto him an angel of the Lord. So it said an angel of the Lord, Yahweh, appeared unto him, right? He materialized to appear. right? He appeared, right, unto him. And when Zacharias saw him, he was troubled, and fear fell upon him. So why did he fear? Okay? Because he just materialized, man. You know? That'll make you bug out. Okay? Which, you know, me personally, I ain't gonna say it. All right. This is Luke 1:11 through 12, down 12. And when Zacharias saw him, he was troubled. Why was he troubled? Because he just materialized in front of him, man. That shit is scary. All right, an angel do that. This is the angel answered and said unto him, I am Gabriel. Okay, so this is Gabriel pulling up on him using instant transmission, man. All right, and the people waited for. All right, I'll read that. I'm going to go back up. And the angel answered unto him, I am Gabriel that stand in the presence of Yahweh, and I am sent to speak unto thee, and to show thee these glad tidings. And behold, thou shalt be dumb, and not be able to speak, until the day that these things shall be performed, because thou believest not my words, which shall be fulfilled in their season. Oh, man, that's just mean. That's what he did to Ezekiel, man. He said, he'll make your tongue cleave to your roof of your mouth, man. Sometimes the Most High can put the spirit on you just to shut you the hell up, man. And but you know, he did it to Zechariah. He definitely did it to Ezekiel, man. All right, when he said you should be dumb and not be able to reprove. And when he came out, he could not speak unto them, and they perceived that he had seen a vision in the temple, for he had beckoned and noticed, you know, he seen the angel inside the temple, man. All right, the tabernacle, right? Because that's where Yahweh would meet you at, man. All right, in the temple, right? All right, so that's it on all right, I'll go down to this one. Luke 1:26, in the 6th month, the angel Gabriel was sent from Yahweh to the city of Galilee named Nazareth, to a virgin espoused to a man whose name was Joseph of the house of David, and the virgin's name was Mary. And the angel came in unto her, right? Meaning he materialized, he pulled up on her. Don't mean that he had sex with her, for you niggas that bug out and stumble at words, and said, Hail, thou that art highly favored, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women. And when she saw him, she was troubled. She was bugged out when she seen him, man. At this saying, and cast in her mind what manner of salutation this should be. She was bugged out. The angel said, Fear not. Because if somebody used instant transmission on you and just pull up on you, you would be scared. Okay? All right, so that's it on that. I'll tell you, the angel just appeared to Mary. All right, the archangel Gabriel, and she was tripped out when he pulled up on her. That's why he had to tell her to fear not. Even when people just randomly just, you know, say if you studying something, or your wife just come up and say, "Hey," and just grab you and touch you, be scared. You're like, "Damn, where the hell you come from?" Because it's like they're using instant transmission on you, man. You got Luke 22:43. I won't see what that's talking about. Oh, this is I think when Yahweh Shah is getting crucified. No, this is when he was praying before the crucifixion. Father, if thou be willing, remove this cup from me. Nevertheless, not my will, but thine be done. There appeared an angel from heaven, strengthening him. And being in agony, he prayed more earnestly, and his sweat was as it were great drops of blood falling down to the ground. And when he rose from prayer, he was come to his disciples, and he found them sleeping for sorrow. All right, so yeah, the angel came to pretty much appeared to him and used instant transmission to encourage him, man, while he was going through all that hard affliction, man. Okay, which is that cup, man, that he had to drink. Then this last one is Matthew 1:20. But while they thought on these things, behold, the angel of the Lord appeared to him in a dream. So it said this time the angel of the Lord came unto him in a dream. Well, this is dealing with David. Okay. Now, when it was talking about Mary, it didn't say that was a dream. All right, because it said the angel of Yahweh appeared on the right side of the altar of the incense, man. All right. Which that happens in the Holy of Holies, if I'm not mistaken. And if I'm wrong, may somebody rebuke me. I believe so. Well, let me get that scripture then. I'm going to just get it. I wasn't going to get it for the sake of time, but I'm going to just grab it. The incense. When they bring the incense behind the curtain, you know what I'm saying? If I can find that. Dang. Just a second. You gotta be 26, I think. Slacky. Because I don't know where this verse at off top. Okay, here go verse 1. Thou shalt make the tabernacle with 10 curtains, blue, purple, scarlet, with cherubims. Okay. That's those ones for the tabernacle, I believe. I'm talking about for that the back room. If I can find that real quick. All right, here it go. Exodus 26:31, and thou shalt make a veil, right? With that veil is that curtain of blue, purple, scarlet, and twined linen, cunning work with cherubims, it shall be made. And thou shalt hang it upon the pillars of shittim wood overlaid with gold. The hook shall be of gold upon the 4 sockets of silver. And thou shalt hang up the veil under the tacks, that thou mayest bring in hither within the veil of the ark of the testimony, and the veil shall divide unto you between the holy place and the most holy, right, which is the Holy of Holies. And thou shalt put the mercy seat upon the ark of the testimony, right? That's where the cherubims are, the mercy seat. And thou shalt set the table within the veil, and the candlestick over against the table on that side towards the south. I need the one where it talk about the veil when he bring the incense in there. That's the one I wanted. And when we bring the incense inside the Holy of Holies. All right. All right, Exodus 30:6. Thou shalt put it before the veil that is by the ark of testimony, before the mercy seat that is over the testimony, where I will meet thee. Right? Angels speaking for Yahweh. Veil of covering. I don't know the verse that we're talking about. He bring the incense inside the veil of the sanctuary. For I will appear in a cloud upon a mercy seat. I need to find that verse. It gotta be Leviticus 16. I'm thinking. All right, speak unto Aaron, thy brother, that he come not at all into the holy place within the veil before the mercy seat, which is upon the ark, that he die not. For I will appear in the cloud upon a mercy seat. Socket. All right. He takes the censer from full of burning coals of fire from off the altar before Yahweh, in his hands full of sweet incense beaten small, and bring it within the veil. Right. So he brings that incense within that veil, and he shall put the incense upon the fire before Yahweh, that the cloud of incense may cover the mercy seat that is upon the testimony that he died not. All right. So yeah, he had to bring that incense by the so it can cover the mercy seat, man. All right, because Yahweh will appear in the smoke or whatnot, or the cloud, and that's what they was doing in the temple. They was dealing with it was the time of incense, right? He said the angel appeared unto him, right, standing on the right side of the altar of incense. So he materialized. Okay. So yeah, man, that's it on this lesson. Yahweh Ratazah, Yahweh Razwan, man. All praises to Yahweh Akkad. All right, God of Master, Mashiach Yahushua. Hopefully somebody you can see that, man, that Hamashiach Yahushua had instant transmission, as well as the angels of Yahweh. They were able to dematerialize and materialize. Let's see. Wait. I think I got something else I want to see. One quick. If I spelled that right. See how you spell that. Okay. I think I spelled that right. All right, it's not in there, but all praises to Yahweh, Alanawa, Yahweh Akkad, Rakatha Yahweh, Kahala Yahweh Alahaka, Yahweh Akkad, Yahweh Bashem, Mashak Yahushua, Bashem Kodash, Rakah. All right, Rakah Kodash, Yahweh Alahaka, the Holy Spirit, Shalom.